everyone, it's Jan with What You Make It, and I have been working on getting my studio cleaned out today. I have not quite tackled my desk yet, so it still looks a little crazy, but I am rewarding my hard work with taking a break and doing a little creating, and I thought I would invite you to come in as I work on this card. I am participating in a card challenge that Sybil over on JandSib80 has put out for us, and I decided to use this Shape Up series die that I got from Papertrey Ink. It cuts a shaped card of a sweater on the front, and then you get all the little bits to do the collar and the cuff, and I just thought it would be a great thing to do. Her challenge is for us to do something that represents our favorite season of the year, and my favorite season is Christmas. And so I decided to also challenge myself with a little bit of a new color combination. I'm going to use this kind of teal, turquoise, and this bright hot pink. And then I found a piece of paper that had kind of that hot pink. It's hibiscus burst and pure poppy, and I decided that I would use that. And I'm going to use this knit pattern background stamp by Papertrey Ink, and it's really a cool background. You have the one version of it that is stripes, where you can kind of do mixed colors in there, and then you also get the solid knit. And I think that it's going to be fun to kind of create this look of a stamped, not a stamped, a knit little sweater. Her challenge also asks us to use at least 2 buttons, a flower, and some washi tape. So you can see I have all those things laid out, and I am going to begin with the alternating rows here where you can do that color, and I'm going to use my T-square ruler to create this first line for me to go by. And once you've stamped that first line, then all the others are going to be easy to add to it. And I think that I'm going to do the turquoise, the 3 stripes first in the turquoise, and then I'm going to do the raspberry fizz colored ink, kind of a hot pink color on the top, and then the pure poppy on down. So you can see I'm just kind of measuring how far I need to go. I'm not stamping all the way over to the side, so I just want to have enough of it inked up so that I can make it all the way across the front of the sweater. And then it will be easy to go and mix the next colors in with looking like it is a multicolored sweater. Very easy stamp set to work with, and so many possibilities. I think it's going to be fun. So now I'm using the raspberry fizz, and I'm just going to go far enough. I'm just going to do 3 lines of it and put those in between the blue lines. And again, using the Tim Holtz grid blocks, it is really easy to line up with these clear stamps and get them lined up easily so you're not overlapping or anything. I really like the way the thinness of the grid blocks makes it so much easier for you to see through and line things up. Really easy for this kind of lazy stamper that I am. So now I'm just taking the pure poppy, and this is the other stamp in that background stamp set that is just several rows of the knit pattern, which makes it easy to fill up the rest of the sweater very, very easily. And then I'm going to go back with that raspberry fizz color and fill in the top, and the background of my sweater will be complete. Very easy to do. I'm definitely going to make more of these over the holiday season. So I decided that on the inside I needed to put a little label or something on that pattern paper. I'm going to use the pattern paper on the inside so that it kind of gives a contrast against the sweater. And there are several stamp sets that are available that kind of coordinate, and I didn't get a great impression there, but I figured because I'm using the washi tape, I can cover that up here in a little bit. This is one of those coordinating stamp sets that is a sentiment set. It's called Pearls of Wisdom. Has so many types of occasions, but I decided that I was going to do a thank you note that says, I think something like, simply sending you a warm wish of thanks, or something like that. We'll be able to see here when I stamp it. My brain is not quite remembering everything that I did here. If you are not, if you do not have the same tone-on-tone kind of ink and paper that I was using for that, you can do, you can use Versamark or something like that to get that same tone-on-tone kind of look. You don't have to always have ink that matches your paper. You can see I'm adding these little bits here. They're embossed to look like your little cable cuffs around your neck, and the placket down the front. Very fun. You just want to make sure that when you're putting your paper on the inside, that you make sure that it's good and clear of the fold line, because it will make it difficult to fold. So wherever your score mark is, move it over just a little bit, and then you can trim it off. And I didn't want my label showing behind the sleeve, and so I just trimmed it down a little bit, and I'm just going to move that over to the left and butt that up there, and it gives a place for a little note. And you can see I'm going to put a little washi tape there so that I can cover up my little boo-boo. Nobody needs to know. And I like layering wider and thinner pieces of washi tape together. I think that it does some really nice visual interest. What sweater doesn't need a little flower brooch or something on it? So I die cut a couple little felt pieces, the leaves, and then that felt flower that matches the blue and the stripe. And I'm adding some buttons down the center. You could do this with glue dots if you wanted to. It would give you a really good hold as well. I decided that the flower needed a little something in the center, and so I got one of the Mind's Eye enamel dots and added it onto the front, and the card is finished. Very fun project. I hope that you will head over to Sybil's channel, JandSib80, and if you have time to participate in the challenge, that would be great. I'll be back soon with our next project in the Christmas project series, and in the meantime, you all take care and have some fun times creating.